We are back with day 2. It's actually the week 2 for us. It's day 2 for you with modifying Ryan's car with lights, interior lights this time. I'll show you what they look like in a second, but if you haven't seen the first video, it's pretty much doing the front door on the passenger side and the front door on the driver's side. Now we've come to the rear. Previously, we messed up that door big time, so we have an update on that. We'll get to that in a second. This door is totally fine though. So we are running some wires inside of here. We have this one that's going to go along the top here, and then we have this one which is coming out of this axis panel that's right underneath the push, or the window roll down guy. He's like right underneath here. This guy takes some serious force, like no playing. Come like from right here and then pry that bad boy down, and then you can get through here and it lines up perfectly with this line if you want to run your own LED strip. That's pretty much it. This is the inside of the door panel. We're running the wire in on this part. That's the part that's behind that axis panel, and then up here, which is the part that's behind that top leather piece. All right, so we're gonna throw you on a time lapse and we're going to figure out wiring the lights into these crevices, pry tool, strength, all that good stuff. We're starting off with that top wire. So this is going to go between the leather piece and the plastic part right underneath it. We're just shoving it right in the middle. And we're starting from the part that is furthest away from you when you're sitting in the car for 2 reasons. 1, because it's gonna better hide that wire. And 2, we want the light to kind of go outwards. So it starts at the front and then goes out for any animation or any light sequences. Now this one is kind of tricky. Honestly, all of these panels are kind of tricky. We took a pry tool, screwdriver. Now be careful because these are metal and they can scratch, but they are really stiff, stiffer than pry tools, so they're great for prying. And we used it from the front, but we also used it from the back. There's 2 little ports kind of back there where you can shove a pry tool through and it'll actually come out through the leather piece. It'll come out underneath it. And you can lift it up, you can put the lights in, and while you're lifting that piece up, you can also use your fingers to push the lights in that slit. Now you don't have a lot of patience. You're gonna definitely want to have a lot of time because this probably could have been like a week-long project if you wanted to do it 100% correctly without stressing on time. Probably wouldn't take that long, but just set aside time for each individual door panel. We didn't have to solder any excess wire on the side, though cables were long enough to get into the door panel, so that was good. We did tape the quick disconnects because they're going to be in the door, and we don't want them disconnecting in the future in case there's like vibration that messes with it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You just gotta pry these panels up, put the light in, and then you should be good. We did it. Check that out, boys. That is what she looks like. We're just gonna have to go ahead and snip it right here. And then we have this nice strip going across that whole door. That looks so good. And when it's closed, you're not really gonna see that this part is kind of ended right there. But anyways, even this routing bit right here looks pretty good. You couldn't even really tell. And of course, this part is gonna be against that part, so you're really not gonna tell. If you want to see what the front looks like, that's what it is on the driver's side. It is so bright in this car now. The ambient lighting is so flippin' sick on both the driver and the passenger. Sheesh. So behind the door, we just went in on these little squares, and you're basically pushing this panel on the top out. So we're doing that with the pry tool, and then we're also using a pry tool to push the light strip and the wire in, and you just repeat that the whole way to the back. Good luck. Don't ever do this, or have lots of patience, and don't undo your window regulator bolts. We'll get back to that in a second. We'll get back to that in a little bit once we finish this door. Cut? Yeah, nice cut. Oh, it flexes. You think you can push this in when I do that? Like if I twist it?
It flexes.
I think I got it in there.
More there, but not much.
More. Alright, hold it in. Don't let it come out. Yes! 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 Please!
Oh, wait.
Okay. Too soon? I mean, we can put a bead of glue like right here if you want. So kind of push it in there, you know what I mean? Once that dries, I think that'll be okay. It did the startup animation, but I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know. Oh, okay. Where's the bottom one? It looks like it. I see 2 wires going up here. Is it plugged in? Guys, what? Who didn't plug it in? Oh, there we go. It looks pretty awesome. Yeah. Woo! We did it! Plug the puddle light in. And then I think we just put the door panel in. Was there any foam on this one or no?
There was.
What? Where's the foam? There was foam, but... Yeah, that's back in. We're calling it till tomorrow morning. See you in the AM. So now we're on the left side of the car and we need to handle this problem here with the window going up and down like this. Last time someone unscrewed one of the regulator bolts, which you should not do. I'll show you where those are when we take the door panel off. But before we do any of that, we need to snake one more wire in here, and it's just easier if we were to pull the door panel off. Well, oh, there it is. Look, that's the regulator. Is that the messed up one or the good one?
This is the good one. Notice how the holes line up?
These are the bolts, which you should never remove. And we should actually put tape over it. So never remove 1, 2, 3, 4. Those nuts, bro, turn it around real quick. Those hold these tensioner cables in place. Yeah, these are tight, bro. If the bolts fall through, you're basically cooked. You're screwed, yeah. I think it's these guys. So don't loosen those bolts, man. This is the motor. And then when you roll your window up or down, this spins and then it pulls the pulleys up and down and the window sits on these metal bits. And so that's how it goes up and down. Otherwise, you're gonna be like us. You're gonna have this problem where it's like gaping like this. It's hitting the glass here. That's not good. It's leaning too far forward. Now we spent so much time, like 2 hours trying to fix this one. We ended up not being able to fix it, so we just had to buy a new one. As you can see, it has a gap down here. It does not have a gap up here, so it's not sitting properly. We need to replace that. The glass is fine, which is great. We just gotta fish another wire through. So we'll do that, and then we'll handle that regulator issue. We have one of the lights that we already need snaked through here. We have the second one down here. Even though this one's kind of short, I think the move is to attach it to this one and then just pull it through and then stop before the very end goes down. That should be the move. This is a really thin wire and I don't really want to fish it along the LEDs. That's what we're gonna do. And we'll get both wires through and then we'll pull them out and then put them to the door. But since they go out of this hole, we gotta actually replace the regulator first. So we'll fish, then regulator. All right, guys, we got to take the regulator out now, and I realized that after fishing these through, so we got to fish these back out the hole. If you're curious what these holes are, there's this one and there's this one. There's a plug that goes in them. It's rubber, but this is where you would go in and loosen the bolts for the window. So we'll actually have to do that. Release the window, pull the window off, and then take this guy off, and then we'll just look at everything in here. But we did a great job. It was really easy fishing these through once we fished it with the other end. This was actually probably easier than the front door because even though the grommet is smaller, the wires have this casing around them. So you're not getting all tangled up. Go watch the last video to see us get all tangled up. Let's pull these through and then pull this off all 8 mils all the way around. Remember, never touch this bolt or this bolt or this bolt or this bolt. Those are nuts, but don't touch them. Don't touch these nuts. Okay. There we go. You bought this for the right side, right?
Yes, it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's supposed to be the left side.
Then why? Bring the other one. Bring the other one.
It's supposed to be. No.
This is left. Wait, look at the part number on that one.
Yeah, same part number.
It says left. Okay, so wait, what is your part? What does that say? What does the actual text of it say? This is 50 out. 1009 623 1009 622.
What the f, bro?
So the part that came ends in 2305L. This one is a 2205L. And that means that this one is for the right side. And you can clearly see it's the same exact thing, but mirrored. It's just completely opposite. Both are L. They both end in L. They're just a singular digit off. I feel like that's terrible to name your part number, right? Shouldn't it be the same exact part number? And then L is for left, R is for right. But since they both end in L, we just, the wrong one was ordered. So we have a couple of different options here. We might have to try to call Tesla and hope they have that part on hand. Or I don't really know. Don't know. 2023 Model 3 rear right window, bro.
What the L? What's the L stand for then?
I don't know.
hell,
I'm
dude?
just gonna cut you off there, editing Brandon. We both knew how this ended. We tried for hours to wind this properly, and it just wouldn't wind properly. Well, Ryan possibly calls Tesla to see if they have something. The option we have here is trying to look at how this one, the tension is done, and then copying it to this one. Now, when I thought I fixed it last time, I don't think it looked like this. No matter what we did when we went to put it back and test it, yes, the rails went up and down, but they weren't aligned. Remember the holes we mentioned earlier where you have to screw in the glass to these window regulators? It didn't line up in the front and the back. That was our main problem. I mean, it rolled up and it rolled down. We actually couldn't get the auto stop function to work, so that was also a problem, but the regulators just wouldn't line up. And we had to pull the cable so tightly, just back and forth, hours wasted. We couldn't do it. And believe me, we tried. See how this lines up with the hole on this side? That completely lines up, and then this one completely lines up completely. Like this one on ours was down. Now this one, you can see it's aligned. Like the metal is behind it. Problem is this one's not aligned. That's because the metal's all the way down here when the hole is up here. So for some reason or somehow this part needs to go up. I don't know how to make it go up. So it's moving on to putting the wire in the car. And that was it. Easy. It's actually easier than the other side. You know, these panels are all different. So sometimes it'll be easy, sometimes it'll be hard. It just depends on how the plastic is welded on the backside. But you won't know. So if you attempt this, good luck. Yo guys, Ryan had to leave me. He went to go take his kid to like an Easter egg thing. Happy Easter, by the way. I'm not gonna post this on Easter, but this was done on the Easter weekend. The car is not done. Sorry guys, so this is the part 2. There will be a part 3 eventually. Stay following for the part 3, but check this out. When the lights turn on, actually I'll show you it from the very beginning, they do this crazy animation effect, and you can customize it, you can do all that. They do it like a chasing out, and they're gonna do a chasing back in a second, and they do it for all of the doors, and then they light up. So that's the welcome animation, and then they'll change to whatever you change it to or whatever you want to change it to. As you know, we couldn't do the dash, unfortunately. Ryan's gonna have to do that later. He has the cables run, we're just not setting them in, but the passenger side looks super sick. It's still light out right now, but guys, you can totally see how good that looks. And if I close this side, you can definitely see that. That looks golden on the side right there. Bro, that is clean with the carbon. Honestly, the way that this goes against the side is crazy. I might do this with my car because this looks so sick. I love how they just like, they come out like bullets, you know what I mean? It looks so good. And on top of that, you have the rear door and you have this rear door. So the rear doors are done. Now, unfortunately, this regulator is still broken, and Ryan is waiting for his new one to come, which he'll have to put in by himself, and it'll just go behind the door panel. He'll slot the glass back in here, and then we'll just go from there, or he'll just go from there. But the lights look so good back here, y'all. For that one and this one, they look super solid. I wish I could tell you that the whole car was finished right now, but it's kind of far from done. It does look really cool back here as well, though. Yeah, that looks really good. This one also looks so good. Guys, I'm a fan. I am a big fan. The part 3 is going to be, well, we'll check out Ryan's job cleaning up these wires, running it through everything. We'll explain everything on how it works there. This one was kind of, it wasn't last minute, but we just didn't have a lot of time. We both have a lot of stuff going on. Now I gotta skedaddle. So these are the lights in its part 2 finished state. I mean, I think they look really good. We just need some touching up, and of course to finish the other lights. But yeah, these look really good. I'm happy with it. Super solid. This was more of just like a hangout and install these with us. Not much of a tutorial. If you do have any questions though, hit us up in the comments because we will let you know how we did this step by step. If you get in trouble, whatever have you, just let us know. We'll help you from there. All the tools will be below. Stay subscribed, stay following for part 3, because that one will be when the car should be completely done with a few other mods as well. So not like a huge overhaul
tall on everything, but the car will look different. So make sure you're looking forward to that in the future.